is for entertainment purposes only. All of the voices in this video and this disclaimer were generated using artificial intelligence and are not actual quotes of the persons depicted. This content is purely satirical and is in no way a political advertisement or contains any political bias. Viewer discretion is advised.
Brandon, aren't you going to do the intro for episode 8?
Didn't plan on it. I'm not here to do some childish YouTube video. I'm here to carry on this mission for Joseph and get you one step closer to winning this challenge. But if you insist, my goal today is to catch a few encounters, defeat some trainers, and expose Whitney for being a bigger fraud than Sukuna in front of all 12 viewers your channel has. I've had enough of the three of you off camera being worried about, oh, she's a run killer. Oh, she's so strong. Oh, she's this and that. For real, she's nothing special. And I'm going to turn her into just another stepping stone on our path to Mount Silver.
I mean, I wasn't that worried about this episode. Don't put us on blast with that fake news, Brandon.
Is that right, Bill? Oh, shoot, my finger is slipping on the recordings I have on my phone.
I feel bad for Brandon, guys. Whitney is an absolute horror. She smacked me around with her milk tank so many times when I first played this game, and I really hope we get through here. I might have to borrow some of Biden's diapers. Do you think he has any lying around in the Oval Office?
Next time you try to call me out, make sure you don't forget who holds the receipts, William. If anything, I'm glad you won the vote now, because based on that terror, you showed this run would definitely be coming to an end if you were playing today. But hey, at least you have to be comfy in those Pampers. If there are three things Joseph didn't skimp on, it was his aviators, ice cream, and diapers. I'll just tell him a staffer stole a few while he was recovering and won't rat you out.
They are quite comfortable. Biden has good taste.
All right, let's just change the subject here. So you're going for the encounters first. I see Brandon and getting a few trainers out of the way for the experience. Not a bad strategy. Hopefully we can get some top-tier compliments to what we already have now. Don't forget we also add Me Too to the party as well if everything goes according to plan this episode. When we wrap things up today, they might call us the Miami Heat, seeing we would have the next big three of Mystery, Carrara, and Me Too.
Our team really would be filling out nicely if Brandon keeps his word and doesn't let any of our party members faint in this episode. It would be a nice change to not visit the rip box for once. We need to keep building up the team and not just constantly replacing them. Any chance you think the egg hatches this episode as well?
I didn't make a promise last episode, Barack. It was a guarantee. I fully intend to not let anybody faint, so seeing you play next episode, I would just hope you take the lessons I teach you and help start a new streak of keeping the team alive. I will absolutely put you in the best spot possible. But to answer your other question, yeah. I don't think this egg hatches today or anytime soon based on how long it took the last egg to hatch. Can't be any worse than that Zoobot we got in episode 7.
Hey, I tried my best there. Maybe there's a chance our fire-breathing bat actually makes an impact sometime in this series. You just gotta believe.
There's a better chance that fire breather. I just kicked to the curb, knocked out one of our Pokemon, than for fuck's sake ever making an impact on this team, William. It's not your fault, though. You didn't randomize the seed. I assume that was Barack who did that.
Hey, take a step back there. This seed I randomized has us with a beast of a Rapidash and Arcanine. It also gave us the opportunity of catching a legendary a few episodes ago, if we had encountered it first. And finally, we get to bring our strongest Pokemon from last season onto the team as well. This seed is absolutely goated, and a stupid egg isn't going to make it look bad in any way.
I mean, that seed did introduce us to the Grim Reaper who took our starter away from us far too soon. So it's not the best randomization if I'm being honest.
But you know what it's been over a month since that happened, so the wound is closed. Bush, you should have just switched to one of our more forgettable Pokemon and sacrificed them so the swap to mystery was still on afterwards. Don't blame my seed for your shitty play. Imagine how strong we would be if we still had Potosi. If anything, you're the Grim Reaper since your play has led to almost half of the deaths we have experienced this run.
Jesus Christ, Barack. Give the man a break. We didn't know that you defend this seed more than your policies in the Middle East. We won't ever mention it again.
You better. I'm the one who set all this up, so everything that happens can be traced back to me. And I'm not going to let anything be a bad reflection on me.
Yeah, it's not like we have your gambling addiction on film that could reflect poorly on you. Let's just all forget about that.
You just got lucky, fuck off. Don't worry about me and just worry about this encounter you're going to have to face. What's your plan, Brandon?
Well, despite you saying that Kenya was trash, I will try to use it to catch whatever we run into. Wild Pokemon are just over level 10 and I don't want to knock it out in one shot. William might have actually clutched up by randomly talking to that guard.
Might have clutched up? I beat 10 trainers, had a net positive episode in terms of catching Pokemon. And if anything, I went 3-1 by getting the egg as well. Despite Psycho meeting his demise in the Ilex Forest, I had a solid first episode. Put some respect on my name.
All things considered, Bill, you really didn't do bad. Nothing special, but not a catastrophic failure either. All right, let's see what we got here.
Something tells me you're going to cook up a 5-star meal right here, Brandon. Show us the legendary. Brandon, that's not a legendary. What is this?
You do realize it's physically impossible to influence a wild Pokemon to be a legendary, right, Bush? When Bill acted like he willed Arcanine into existence, he just got lucky. While this Pokemon isn't anything I expect we'll ever use, I'll still catch it.
Oh, come on, guys. I think Lil Shrooms is a cool addition to our team. All right, yeah, I couldn't say that with a straight face. How about instead of watching this absolute snooze fest of an encounter battle, we remind everyone of the results from our recent profile picture contest?
Good idea, Barack. Once Kenya wakes up, it should be an easy capture. If you haven't noticed already, our editor posted a video earlier this week where he announced the winner of our profile picture contest. And we even have it as our profile picture right now. A big congrats again to Alpha Wicked 2613, who provided not only our third place entry, but also our overall winning entry. We just thought this encapsulated everything this channel is about. Thank you again to everybody who entered, and congrats again, Alpha. Your work will be what everyone sees when they click on our page from now on.
That is actually some top-tier designing right there. I normally am not one to give credit, but Alpha definitely deserves some praise right there. All right, enough screwing around with this. I'll catch what Obama has deemed to be named Little Shrooms already, and get us ready for hopefully a better encounter in the park.
Nice job, Brandon. It's not the greatest capture in the world, but everyone's got to start somewhere. I think you have the perfect name for it, Obama. So even though it will live in the PC, it has to know we care about it. And maybe we're even reuniting it with its parent. I'll say this was our good deed of the day.
I hope the PC is a fun digital world for the Pokemon. That way, Shrooms and Lil Shrooms can spend all the time in the world where they are. It's totally not a digital prison where they're just called on when you need them, right? Why is it that every time I ask for help and validation, you guys turn into the ghost type and ignore me? Tell me that the PC is a fun digital world for the Pokemon.
I mean, to be honest, I have no idea, Barack. It could be anything in there. I know most of us have seen that banned episode of Pokemon back in Season 1 with Porygon, and it didn't seem like there was much in there, but maybe there have been updates over time. Who knows?
Makes me believe this could actually be a good comment question of the video, gents. Today, we would like all of you to tell us below in the comments what you imagine happens in the PC for all of the Pokemon inside. Let us know, because to be honest, there's probably a lot of theories.
Holy mommy milkers, it's Miltank. What are the odds we encounter Whitney's Pokemon literally right before we battle her? First the Slowpoke and the Slowpoke well, and now this. Barack, you have to be hiding something. What the fuck, Dark Brandon? How could you let such a majestic Pokemon faint and not catch it? My heart is literally broken, you bastard.
The second I heard your response, I knew for the good of everybody in this room, and everybody in this series, we couldn't catch that thing. The staff here at the White House needed to dedicate an entire week to cleaning the bunker after episode 1 of this series. And we all know they would have needed a month after you went down there thinking about a mill tank. While it would have been nice to add it to our team, I weighed all the options, and this made the most sense.
That actually does check out. While you were in the bunker, Obama Donald literally threatened us with old Betsy when it came to catching compatible. Can you only imagine what would have happened with Bill? Bro would have lost all self-control. A tough decision, but I respect it.
That is so not true. Are we always just going to pretend Dark Brandon is this immaculate figure who can do no wrong? He invested time and space into catching a freaking Paras we knew wasn't going to end up on the team. It's time to face the facts. Dark Brandon messed up catching a new member of our team, and I want him to own up to it.
Did you just accuse me of making an error, William? I think you need a quick lesson on the powers of darkness since it seems you lack education.
Where did the sun just go?
Light is gone, and only I am here to greet you. The King of Darkness doesn't play games, William. And because of this, I think you need to be sent to the Shadow Realm.
Wait, no, please, I'm sorry. Oh my God, what is this feeling? I'm fading into nothingness. Help me, guys.
Brandon, what have you done? You've gone too far this time. Bring him back right now.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. You see, gentlemen, I have done everything in my power to hold myself back. But when I get accused of making an error, that's my absolute limit. Know my name. I am Dark Brandon, King of all darkness, Lord of the underworld. All shall know my name and tremble before me. Just because you know and are friends with Joseph doesn't mean you have some special privileges with me. If I am not shown the respect I deserve, he will have friends there. That is not a threat, it is a promise.
Barack, do you think Biden had enough Pampers lying around for both Bill and I?
Let him go right now, Brandon.
Oh, really? What are you going to do if I don't, Barack?
I'll kick your ass up and down Pennsylvania Avenue and stuff you right back in Biden until he wakes up.
Well, 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 if it isn't the overhyped and underleveled Ultra Instinct. Obama, don't you know that children's playtime is next door? Do you need me to hold your hand and show you the way?
Playtime is over, Dark Brandon. We both know, while you are in that clone body, that your power levels are severely limited. While you still have no issue dealing with a mere mortal like Bill and reading the future, you could never handle me in a one-on-one battle. Now I won't ask you again, release Bill or I will do something that would destroy you to your very core.
Destroy me to my very core? Ooh, now you've got me intrigued, Ultra Instinct, bitch boy. What could you possibly do?
I brought this randomized seed into the world and I can take it out as well. Now that my power level has spiked, I now know why you want to complete this run. You are honest about doing it for Joe, but you haven't made it clear that his life force is directly tied to this run. If we complete it, then he will wake up from his coma guaranteed. But if we fail, it's basically a 50-50. Now I'll say it one last time. Bring back Bill or I, Obama Hamaha. This laptop to Kingdom Come, make a move on me and you'll just wish it was only Sukuna.
You wouldn't fucking dare.
Try me, bitch.
The shadows return what was once consumed.
Oh my God, I can breathe. I'm home. Holy fucking shit, Obama. Why are you in your Ultra Instinct form?
I'll explain later. Bill and you can thank me later as well. As for you, Brandon, I have 2 more demands of you, and then I will spare your weakened form. First off, you're going to stop this whole I don't care about your channel bullshit. Either you're on this team or not. We upload these videos to YouTube, and I'm not giving you 20 episodes to have an arc about caring for this. From now on, you're going to be not only grateful to play this game with the leaders of the free world, but happy to do it as well.
And second,
you're going to admit you fucked up to Bill. You didn't read that properly and didn't plan for the critical hit. We should have a mill tank on this team right now, and we all fucking know it. Admit to Bill that you, Dark Brandon, made a misplay.
Bill, I fucked up trying to catch that mill tank. I was worried about being hit first with the paralysis that I just went for the attack. I went into the encounter with the wrong lead, and the team suffered as a result of it. I am sorry.
Oh yeah, it's no problem, Brandon. Just be more prepared next time.
Are we finished here, Barack?
While you have a very deep connection with Biden, Don't forget that we do as well. We all have our reasons for playing this run, and they are all valid and legitimate. You're a member of this channel now, Dark Brandon, and it's time you started acting like it. If you go back on your word, I will transform and take you out without hesitation. Now finish up this fucking gym and get me to episode 9. You still are quite powerful since you were able to banish Bill to the Shadow Realm, speak with me, and still smack around the first of the gym trainers. You got this.
I don't know what I just witnessed, and for some reason I've never been more hyped up for playing this game at the same time.
Barack, thank you so much. I thought it was all over for me. I don't even know what to say.
You're a friend, Bill. And that's what friends do. They turn into beings of untold power to save their friends from other friends who put them in a realm of shadows.
I mean, I guess that's probably somewhere in the definition of friend in the dictionary. But still, thank you so much, man.
No thanks are needed. And are we cool? Dark Brandon? You know that wouldn't have happened unless it absolutely needed to.
Yeah, we're cool. Maybe I did have a stick up my ass and needed to actually just enjoy the time having full control I have desired for so long. Maybe playing this game with you guys can be fun and not just a rescue mission.
That's all I wanted to hear. How about you kick off our donations over this past week, Brandon?
I know we've actually used some of it to get food from this Wawa place you keep talking about, so sure, I can definitely do that. Our first donation this week came from our episode 4 through 6 movie, and it was from GamePunPlay, who says even with Stalin screwing his favorite creators that we still produce awesome content. Huh, getting praise is kinda nice, I guess. Well, thank you GamePunPlay for the $10 and the kind words. Of course, the series is only better with me in it, so look forward to more.
Our next donation comes from Disturbed Broski. He loves this series and is super impressed with the additions of Brandon and myself, while Donnie and Joey are recovering. We're doing all we can to continue to put out a quality product for you. And note taken on the Cyndaquil. We hope to catch one since it's your favorite. Thank you so much for the $5 and amazing words.
Breaking news, if anybody will believe it. We got a donation from King Onyx. He also donated through Ko-Fi, and for anybody who wishes to donate, we ask that you please consider donating through there as well. Since the channel doesn't get a percentage taken like with YouTube, your donation will be posted by the editor in the comments of the most recent video. So everyone will still see your generosity. Anyway, you're absolutely right, buddy. Bill straight up cooked last episode, after the Psycho incident, of course. And yeah, we're disappointed with the egg hatch, but hopefully our second egg turns out to be a winner. I think all of us are disappointed in Barack as well, but hopefully one day he'll stop being such a degenerate and learn how to gamble properly. Staying on the gambling topic. The roulette wheel is definitely a thrill, and in just a few minutes, we'll see how Brandon handles the menace known as Whitney. Thank you so much again, buddy, for all you do for this channel, and another $15.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Keeping this train rolling. Our next donation comes from Isaac Paws, 9,287. I read your reply asking for the certain pronunciation, buddy. We got you. It looks like somebody liked the Zubat hatch. But unfortunately, I don't think Flamethrower would have done much against this rock-type gym. Thank you again for the $5, my man.
And finally, our leading donator over the past week was none other than DarkFox129. He, of course, gets his comment pinned and thanks us for the great content. He is also right that you pulled a GP moment when you fumbled the bag at the game corner last week. Haha! And also, I get some more well-deserved props for not introducing you to multiple walls for your lack of faith in me. Yeah, it was tough to watch, but we move on. Thank you so much for the 20 bones and enjoy the Pinfox.
Seeing it took sending Bill to the Shadow Realm to turn into Ultra Instinct, Obama, I probably wouldn't have been able to transform until you already made me shake hands and or faces with all of those walls. It was a rough episode, and I guess the donations were all about ragging on me. But hey, that's fine, it's whatever.
Please finish up this Cowbotops Brandon. It definitely is a long-lost relative of Slasher, and I can just see the revenge he is seeking in his eyes. Do something!
Calm down, you Texan crybaby. One more Mega Drain will send it to meet Slasher in its own version of the Rip Box. Only one more Pokemon to knock out, and then I can begin my absolute smackdown of Whitney.
What's the game plan for Whitney Brandon? Who is your lead going to be? I think you should start it off with Snoop since it knows Earthquake.
Decisions like that just show why I was chosen to play in Episode 8 and take on this gym, William. The obvious decision is to lead off with Mystery. We have more type coverage, and then when we win, we can decide who takes on her second Pokemon. In all reality, Snoop probably could do just fine, but we can definitely speedrun this easier if we lead off with Mystery. Just trust the process and learn, young Padawan.
I have to agree with Brandon on this one, Bill. Starting with your ace can help you set the tone easier, and if there are no issues, we'll be on to her last Pokemon in no time. Don't forget that Mystery has both Mega Drain and Jump Kick, which can deal with Rock-type Pokemon, so no matter what the secondary type is, we'll be set for a super effective strike.
I'm so nervous. She's been the immovable object in the road to so many trainers, but we believe in you, Brandon. Take her down.
This music makes me feel as strong as I would be if I were merged with Joe. I mean, her name is Pansy, so this is going to be a walk in the park. Watch and learn, boys. We lead off with Mega Drain and take it down in 3 turns. Whitney ain't shit.
It's still wild that the only Miltank we saw this episode was in the wild. Gotta love the randomizer. As long as you avoid the confusions with that dizzy punch attack, that 3-turn estimate should hold firm.
Don't even worry about it, Bill. My vision is clear and there is no confusion in sight. We're on our way to her final Pokemon and our 3rd badge. I hope you got your pencils out, gentlemen, because this masterclass on Pokemon only comes once a month in this series.
Can confirm your visions are as clear as you seeing what card is next at the casino. Great start, Brandon. Wrap this up. You're making a trainer that kids feared look like a weak bug catcher.
How many more times are you guys going to reference the damn game corner? We're still going to get Starmie right after this battle, so it's not like I cost us anything other than pocket change. And it looks like her second Pokemon is only a Kabuto. She saved her worst for last. Wrap this one up, Brandon.
Sorry to do this to you, Baby Slasher, but it's just business. I'll do it a favor by not allowing it to perish at the hooves of Queen Mystery and allow Snoop to wrap this one up. A single earthquake will be all it requires.
Oh, hell no, not the cursed move Kinesis. That shit just screams delaying the inevitable.
Looks like it will just be delaying the inevitable. Oh well, like I said, we just need to land one earthquake and this battle is over. Accuracy-lowering moves are such low-tier garbage, it's the equivalent of any given card in Joey Wheeler's deck.
Whoever had Ultra Instinct, Obama, and Joey Wheeler stray on their bingo card today is straight up throwing a party. And there's that fucking earthquake finally. It only took 4 tries. And that's all she wrote, boys. Just like you said, it only took 1. And we now have our 3rd badge. Way to go, Brandon. You've been kicking some ass this episode, and that's the perfect cap on it.
Don't say we have that 3rd badge just yet, Bill. You know that Pansy over here is a bigger crybaby than a newborn baby, so we have to walk out of the gym and come back to grab it. But I appreciate the kind words, Bill. We both have kicked ass over the last 2 episodes, and it only feels right to cap it off by adding Starmie to the team before we sign off today. You're going to have the big 3 for episode 9, Obama. Don't mess it up.
It's going to be pretty hard to mess that up if I'm being honest with you, Brandon. We really should be proud of the team we have built so far, and to have half of an endgame team after only 8 episodes is truly spectacular. I promise not to fumble the bag if you guys can do the same.
I can definitely promise to keep them all alive, partner. And while we have a second, I would just like to drop a quick channel announcement for everyone. The donations you send to us every episode do not just go into the editor's pocket or into a Wawa cash register, but they do go right back into this channel. A few days ago, our editor took the $200 in donations from the previous week and used them to buy this brand new heat press. It will be used to make shirts and hoodies for you all to purchase. It also has the ability to make hats, so we will experiment with that as well. The editor is currently toying with a few designs, and we will have an update on the store soon. Thank you, everyone, for making this possible. You truly are the best community we could ever ask for.
Some of the designs we are currently toying with is something that says, "Believe in Blackhawk," one about Dark Brandon being better than Sukuna, and at least something else Pokemon Yellow related. Our editor is making all the designs himself and can't use actual Pokemon, so bear with us until we have some designs we are truly proud of.
A shirt about me being better than Fraud Kuna? I'll take 7 each in a different color, so I have one for each day of the week. Fuck yeah, man. And speaking of being hyped, How about us getting Crunch from Whitney just a second ago? Unfortunately, we can't teach it to anyone right now that would really benefit from it, so I'm just going to keep it in our bag until we can really put it on someone who would dominate with it.
Good call there. It wouldn't make any sense putting it on compatible, so saving it is never a bad option. But moving on to our last order of business today, it's finally time to bring Me Too back home and where it belongs. It's been 8 long episodes without our purple powerhouse, and this reunion is going to be so sweet. I don't even want to play any slots. I just want Starmie.
Wow, that's how you really know you're serious about something if you don't even want to gamble. That's amazing to hear, Obama. But we're going to sign off right after we get Starmie, so I'll get my goodbye in now. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. We appreciate all the continued support, especially to all of you who entered the profile picture contest.
Don't forget to answer this week's comment question regarding the PC, and if you haven't already, please join the Pokeforce. One Discord in the link below to be connected with us, and all of the best in AI President's Pokemon content. We'll see you next week, everyone.
Come to Papa Starmie. I've been waiting all episode for this. It's time to turn you into another ruthless, unaliving machine that will this time not only take Kanto, but also Johto by storm.
It's truly beautiful. Thank you for joining us today, everyone. It's my turn next week again as we head to Ikrutik City. We can't wait to see you there. Oh, and Brandon, no hard feelings about this episode. I hope we can use our powers for only taking down this game from here on out.
You did what you had to do, Barack. If it meant me having a development arc in 5 minutes or less, then I don't blame you. We're going all the way, and this moveset only makes it better. Drill Peck, a healing move, Iron Tail, and a busted attack stat at level 5. See you next week, everyone. Dark Brandon signing off.